Old people will be saying it's your boy Woozy 13. Make sure you guys like, comment, drop, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. But we are back for another match preview, and it's Leeds versus Arsenal, or should I say Leeds United versus Arsenal at Ellen Road. Now let's get right into it. You guys know I always give you guys some preview notes going to the game, and I'm gonna do so right here. This is the 24th match day in the Premier League. Arsenal played 36 matches this season in all competitions. We've won 28, drawn 5, lost 3. Crazy record. In the Premier League, though, our record is 15 wins, 5 draws, and 3 losses in the Premier League. So 23 games played, 3 losses so far. We are sitting on 50 points and a plus 25 goal difference, which is second after Manchester City. We're on pace for 83 points as it stands with 2.17 points per game. Obviously, that's dropped due to our previous bad form in the last 3 games, but if it improves, that pace is going to increase. We're 4 points clear at the top of the league. City and Aston Villa are on 46 points. Arsenal beat Leeds in this earlier fixture at the Emirates. I believe that was our second game of the season, first game at the Emirates, and we won that game 5-0. Came from 2 goals from Julian Timber, 2 goals from Victor Gyökeres, and a goal from Bukayo Saka. Our head-to-head record in the last 7 games against Leeds in the Premier League is 6 wins and 1 draw. So very impressive. We haven't lost against Leeds in the last 7 games. Arsenal will aim to turn some recent poor form in the Premier League for the last 3 games, where we've drawn 2 games and lost one. It's not the best form. We drew against Liverpool and Nottingham Forest before losing to Manchester United. Leeds have been on decent form in the league, and I'm saying decent form in respect to what's expected for Leeds. Just got promoted. The last 5 games for them is 1 win, 3 draws, and 1 loss. So they haven't lost that much. I think they're also sitting 6 points clear of the relegation zone, and I don't think they've lost in the last. It's been a good amount of games that they haven't lost in, so they've had a lot of decent results. Arsenal have a good amount of players to choose from now that everyone is fit. There's no reported injuries. Arteta mentioned, Timber and Saliba missed out the squad due to like a minor knock, but I believe they were just being rested, and I think they'll be good to go against the Leeds team on the weekend. And obviously, a win is crucial for the title race. So let's get right into it. This is an important weekend in the Premier League title race, and it's simply due to the fact that Arsenal have slipped up a bit in the last 3 games. Obviously, Manchester City, Aston Villa have been dropping points. Arsenal have been dropping points too. There was that weekend, I believe it was a weekend or 2 weekends ago, when Aston Villa and Man City lost, and it was an opportunity for us to capitalize against Nottingham Forest. We didn't do that. We got a point, so we technically extended the gap to 7 points at the time, but that should realistically have been 9. But this is an opportunity again for us to extend the gap, and I must say why. Aston Villa played Brentford at home. It's not going to be an easy game. Aston Villa are missing a lot of crucial players. McGinn is out. I believe Kamara is out for the rest of the season. Tielemans is out for, I believe, maybe a month. So they're missing some key players. Brentford have been really good this season. They currently sit eighth in the table on 33 points and just 5 points from fourth Manchester United. So they have the likes of Thiago, who's been balling for them. And if you look at Man City are playing one of their arch nemesis in Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham biggest rivals for Arsenal. And just the fact that Tottenham and Man City is a funny rivalry, because in the Premier League, Tottenham just seems to have their number. We saw earlier this season in August, Tottenham beat them 2-0. Goals coming from Brennan Johnson, who's now at Palace, and Paulinho. So, Tottenham are hosting Man City at home. It's going to be an interesting game to see how that works, because Tottenham usually have a good game against Man City. So this is an opportunity for Arsenal to not only get back into winning ways, but to extend the gap at the top if those teams potentially drop points. And I think we are. I think we are going to turn up in this game. It's very crucial to kind of see what the context going into this game is. Arsenal had pretty much a dead rubber in the Champions League. How often can you say you have a dead rubber in the Champions League? And that's only testament to Arsenal's good work done so far this season. Going into the game against Kyra yesterday on Wednesday, we had won 7 games out of 7 Champions League games. Crazy record. And you can't just say we played bad teams, because we played what everyone's been calling the best team in Europe in Bayern. We played Inter Milan, who are a top team, top of the Serie A. We played Atletico Madrid, who are a top team in La Liga. So while we've had some easier games, we've also had some difficult games, and we've navigated those games very well. So to have that record in the Champions League has been sensational. So, but the main thing I wanted to touch upon that is the fact that That game against Cara really helped us because we could make wholesale changes. The whole starting defense was pretty much rested. The whole Kepa started instead of Raya, so Raya got a break. The back four was switched up. None of the the key defenders, the ones who've been starting recently, started the game. Calafiori obviously got 45 minutes. He was coming back from injury, so it was good for him to get some minutes. The midfield as well was rotated. Rice was suspended for the game, so he couldn't play. Zubimendi finally got a rest. He's been playing a lot of games recently, so I'm hoping that clears his mind, gets that mistake out of his system. So Zubimendi got a rest. Rice got a rest. Odegaard came on in the second half as they started. And up top, Victor Gyökeres, who hadn't started the last game, he started. Madueke and Martinelli started, so Trossard and Saka were rested. So the whole team was pretty much rested, and it was important because it was a short turnaround. Wednesday was the game, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday is the game against Leeds, and we have Chelsea next week on Tuesday. So it was important for the team to get rested, and I feel like that rest is going to help the team physically and mentally. Kind of clear their minds, and obviously getting back to winning ways in Champions League helps. Make sure that that game against United is now not the last game they're dwelling on. We've played in the Champions League, we've gotten a win. We're through to the next round, around the 16. We have a huge advantage there. So I think the team is going to come into this game with the right approach. They're going to come in with the right mindset. And I'm hoping that they can, put that to the test and, just put Leeds to the sword. We know how Leeds play. They're going to sit compact. They play three at the back. But they also like attacking. So I don't feel like it's going to be a situation where we're playing the likes of a Nottingham Forest who will just sit completely deep and then, try and hit you with the long ball. Leeds like to play football, so they're going to come out and try and attack us. But I think we'll be able to get the job done. It's going to be good to see how Saka, Trossard, Gyökeres, all these players, come back into the team and improve. It's good to see that Gyökeres also got a goal and assist in the Champions League, so that should help his confidence. But yeah, with everything being said, I think that's gonna help the team. It's gonna benefit the team, and I do think, because I do think we're gonna get the win. Whenever we've had the chance to, extend the lead temporarily before City, we've done so. It's usually maybe sometimes when we're responding and we haven't really done the best. Although we have in some certain games, but I think us playing before Man City is going to give us the opportunity to extend that lead to 7 points and just sit back and just watch how they face Tottenham. But I am going to go for an Arsenal win this game. Yeah, I'm feeling confident. I feel like the boys are going to bounce back. And this rough patch of form is going to be put behind us. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Arsenal win. Yes, I'm going to go for goals from Bukayo Saka, Victor Gyökeres, and Eberechi Eze. I think Eze might be with a sneaky shout to start this game, and I could see those three guys being the goal scorers. Calvert-Lewin probably scores for Leeds. So, yeah, guys, this has been your boy Muzi 13. Like I said, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Let's get that win. Come on, you Gunners. Peace.